Okay, so we're here. We've made it. This is the first stop, the fish sandwiches, the durum. Balık is the name. The lavash bread is what they're using at this one. It's cool. There's only a line of about 10 people, so that means lunch is very close at hand. Man, the smoke coming out of this place, it's like literally a smoke box. 3 or 4 dozen fish, people eating right here at the shop, people even standing. I did say there is a line, but thankfully it's a very short line. So let me go. We're gonna put in our order. Fish sandwiches coming up. 2 single. Thank you. And 1 ayran. Thank you.
Bence şöyle yapalım. Şeyi tutalım birine. Deniz istersen gel.
We got our 2 orders. The single fish serving, they have double serving, single serving. So we got 2 singles, and I got some drinking yogurt. This ayran, you will remember this from Turkey. I'm just laughing as I'm starting the video because this chair, so many people have sat directly in front of this amazing fish cart. The chair is completely worn out, so my butt bones are like balancing on 2 rails, so that's why I'm smiling to start the video. But man, it smells excellent. This is for Lee. Let's try the fish wrap. So the lavash bread, very thin. I don't know if it's za'atar or like a red chili spice blend, but then the fish meat, you see it's been quickly deboned. There's just a quick salad that goes on inside, and then he wraps it just so gently. I love the chilled out vibe that they have inside. A fish cart that's this popular, I think they would be moving like much faster. Looks like it needs nothing. It's just, it comes already perfectly seasoned. I'm reaching for some chili sauce that's not here. This is it. It's ready to go. And I've already started chewing, and then I realized, oh, I better watch out for bones. No bones. Mackerel is a fish with very thin, very sharp bones. You definitely have to watch out for them. They have taken them all out. It's peppery, it's lemony, it's very sour. I love that double dose of the balsamic that he gives. The tomatoes are good, the onions keep it fresh. It is just a perfect snack and a great price as well. So just in the 20 minutes we've been here, the line is now double. We did come for kind of like, I don't know, in Istanbul time, it would be like a very late breakfast. People here stay up very late, they sleep in. So I don't know what to call this, but it doesn't need a name. It's iconic fish durum. Durum. D-U-R-U-M. Cheers. It really is like excellently simple. Mackerel, you can kind of, on the grill like that, the skin almost disappears. There's no real fat, like a fish that swims deep in cold water has like a really thick, fat skin. So mackerel is just almost entirely clean meat. Okay, so if we've only been here 15 minutes and they've already sold about 50 sandwiches, imagine the volume of food that comes through this place. So they have 3 guys working. 2 of them I've seen are deboning fish, while one of them is taking care of the fish side of the grill. He will flip them over to his friend, and then the guy in the middle, he's working on seasoning. He takes care of the bread. He's also got access to the salad. So the way they do it is cool to me because making sandwiches this quickly, you would think they would be in a rush, but actually their vibe is really chilled out. Think if you just work with one fish 1,000 times a day, how well you can guess where exactly the bones are. He must have seen every single variation of a mackerel fish.
I mean, I guess that's the biggest difference between this place and the other older generation fish bread places.
Did you just have one and now you're getting a second one?
No.
Were you just standing there?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We're just in the line.
Okay.
Just like everyone.
I thought Okay, there was a guy standing here. He was also holding a motorbike helmet, so I thought, okay.
Enjoy.
Nice, thank you. You too, thank you, man. He said he's not getting seconds, but I would definitely understand if he was getting seconds. It's so perfect for what it is. This is Lee's. I'm not touching it.
You have.
It's so good, Leah, it is so good.
First time trying fish wrap.
You've had to watch for about 30 minutes while it was created. Thank you, as always. You're super patient.
Wow.
That thing is, yeah, it's perfect.
I said I'm gonna show you half. I'm regret.
I do.
The flavor is so gentle but so flavorful. Wow. Our day 4 in Turkey, this is number 1.
Oh,
And the 3 staff here, they working like a robber, had no emotion.
Oh, yeah.
But their food is make us full of emotion.
hey, you are the one who found this, by the way, so thank you for that. Lee found this one, and the Google Maps reviews were like all 5 out of 5.
There's one comment say he stand here for 30 minutes to waiting for it. And then he said, "Don't give up. It's worth it." Wow, amazing. I don't like wrap normally,
Yeah.
but if everywhere wrap like this, there's no one in the world won't like it.
Yeah. And what a perfect weather day for something like this, right?
And the wrap are very thin, different than a burger.
We got the best seat in the house, also because she waited right here next to the table.
Yeah, for about 20 minutes. It's worth it. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Last but not least, the drinking yogurt. So actually the flavor profile would be like sour and salty, maybe salty and then sour. So something that's like gonna clean your mouth like this sour drinking yogurt. It's gonna be a necessary combo, I would say. I notice many people ordering Coca-Cola, but I would say this is the classic combo. The way this thing can just clear your palate, re-clean your palate for a second round, it's honestly incredible. It's very refreshing. If you don't like drinking yogurt, I mean, it's not gonna be your jam, because this thing has a very unique flavor, I'll say that. And it's not so thick that you can't drink a lot of it. So you see the serving container, and Lee, I don't think Lee is interested in this. It's not her favorite, so this is all for me. So the first half of the most delicious looking Turkish handheld foods, that's it. That's the fish sandwich done. Next up, we're gonna look for a doner wrap, which is land meat. Gonna be a little bit more heavy, and I'm a lot excited. The price was $160 for the single serving, which was actually 2 fillets. So the double serving, I guess, would be 4 fish fillets.
You have.
Yes. Okay, so we are still walking around the market area. Burek is a meat pastry that I've had in many different parts across Europe, but the Turkish style, I'm really curious, and this shop right here, it just hit me with a great energy. I feel like as we were walking down this street specifically, prices were kind of lower than all the other prices that I've seen, and there's kind of like a calm and quiet, and I guess maybe we're at the edge of the market, and maybe most people who are visiting as tourists, this is kind of like at the edge, and maybe tourists don't visit these areas. The prices were all great, and this to me looks like a excellent snack we gotta try. It says Börek cheesy, which I'm guessing maybe is plural for Burek. So we're gonna have to have 2 then. Is that right? Let's get inside. Oh, okay. I see. So from the outside, they look very similar. But inside, you can see there are a few different kinds. We have butter, cheese, we have butter and cheese, we have potato, and we have minced meat. Okay, so he has 3. Eat here. And chai. One chai.
Bir tane çay yap.
Thank you. Cool, man.
Bir tane çay yap. Su koyuyorum ha.
I love the curved knife that they work with. So many places have that. Wow.
İşte. Ben yumurta koyuyorum ha. Ha? Küçük koyuyorum. Küçük he.
Wow. Using the credit card here works very well, very fast. You can use cash though, but we're running low, so it's a good thing this works also. Thank you. That is a mountain of delicious looking pide right there. So quickly before I forget, kimali is the meat, peynirli is the cheese, and then he said potato is potato. So I guess it's close enough in Turkish language, but that's the three. So before I forget. Actually, we just noticed a lady was drinking tea, and this corner over here looks absolutely ideal. And she finished her tea. Great news. So we're gonna take this spot. Man. This could not be more perfect. Are you kidding? Perfect. So walking around, you know those towers of meat, the doner, they're very well known, they're very famous. But one wrap on the outside looks like another wrap. So will you forgive me? I got drawn in by this burek cheesy. In terms of volume, it's way more. So is it a fair deal? We try some new food instead. So this is 3 different kinds, and they're so long when he flips them in half and then uses that cool, kind of like almost circular blade to chop them up, it looks like we have 6 right here. And then I got tea on the side, just have to have this combo. There's no sauce, it's a very simple meal and very budget friendly too. Let's try the meat first. I think it was called kimali. I don't know what the meat is, let's try. It's sweet. I mean, not like a sweet, not like dessert sweet, but onions. That's where the sweetness comes from. 3 of these with tea, 110 Turkish lira. So that's $4. That's maybe like the new best budget, the best bang for your buck when you're just trying to fill your stomach. Those are so good. Lee. The meat is chopped so finely, it almost like mushes with the first bite. Then you start to taste the sourness from the tomatoes. There is some, it's either parsley or like oregano, dry. Oops, I grabbed a cheese one. Another cheese one. There's no way we finished the meat already, so maybe he kind of mixed them a bit when he chopped them. Yeah, so the bread, the base is the bread. I mean, you heard the price. It's a super budget meal, but the meat is flavorful enough that it carries itself, even though the meat is only maybe 10 or 15% of the volume. One more for Lee, and then we'll move on to the cheese. This is pretty fun, actually. Oh, there we go. There's a meaty one. Here you go, Lee. Yeah, how did the meat get under there? It's both on top and on the bottom. This is cool. We are very much a part of the market life. Uncle is selling some apricots, and I guess he trusts us. He left his cart and he walked away. Okay, next up, potato. Wow. Meat is good, potato is even better.
No way.
Mashed potato, it just mushes. So I guess steamed potato, and then when it is baked in with this bread, it's just so soft. Yes, yes, Wei, come here.
No.
Opinion?
Potato is good, but the meat is best.
We didn't try the cheese. For texture, I still vote for the potato. But the meat does have more variety of flavor. It is sour and a little bit spicy and hearty. The potato is just hearty. But it is nice and mushy. They're different. I like the potato. So it's, I guess it's half white bread, half wheat. It's not purely white bread, I don't think. But it is nice and puffy. Even though some pieces just have such a thin top layer, it's just the bread itself is just thin in that section. Actually, the bread is quite puffy and soft. This is one of the easiest foods to share. After eating maybe like 15, I do kind of want some sauce to dip or like some chili to shake over the top. But as a simple food, it is really cool and it's unique. Pide. So not pita, P-I-T-A, not pita. It sounds similar though, but pide is this specific kind of bread. And it's the same bread that other toppings are put over, and you can make it into many other dishes. We will learn more about those later. But this is probably at the most basic pide. Yeah, and it costs just 30 Turkish lira each. Wow. Finally, we get to the cheese. Very crumbly cheese. I am not a cheese expert, but wow, Turkey has so many cheeses. We've really had a good time going into some supermarkets. Just fun to go, let alone whether you're buying anything or not. It's just fun to go in supermarkets, and man, the cheese aisle is an entire aisle. Cheese, burek cheesy. Like goat cheese that would go on top of your salad. Very crumbly, but it's not dry. It's like crumbly, but still moist. Still some fattiness to it. And totally different. A little bit salty, a little bit sour. Almost like a mozzarella level sourness. What do you think?
The cheese flavor is very strong. It's like a dry milk.
Yeah, kind of like curds. One more?
I like meat.
All the meat's gone, sorry. And last, but definitely not least, chai. C-A-Y, but the C is pronounced with a ch, so chai. 1 sugar cube. And
You know the tea in Chinese is cha,
yeah,
and then they pronounce chai.
chai. Yeah. But in India, chai or jai. I don't know which one brought it here first, but Turkey definitely has a tea culture, has a hot drink culture for sure. And that completes the meal. A perfectly simple meal, and that also completes the handheld breads. I mean, there are tons, hundreds, if not 1,000, all over Turkey. But the two that I found the most interesting, the fish wrap was delicious, and maybe it's cool that we kind of change it up a little bit instead of just going for another meat wrap. This pita is cool, very simple. You can see, also in keeping with all the other days of the trip, the very basic foods are incredible price because they're all bread based, and bread, so many people eat bread here, it's very affordable. So the simit bread is 10 lira, super cheap. The bread that's shaped like this, the puffy white bread, 8 lira. This one is made into a recipe, 30 lira. The fish was pretty special, so it was 5 or 6 times more than that. It's a very specific recipe. But that also is in keeping with what I'm trying to say. If you want a specific thing, the price might not be so cheap. You can't use the word cheap. But the food that really sustains people, rice, beans, the the simple bread recipes, those are very affordable. And then have it with some nice tea. That's a great breakfast or a great lunch like this today. And there are so many more options. True, the flavor is not vibrant, it's not exotic, but it really does fill your stomach. And as an outsider, I appreciate this very much, even if this is not the most crazy, colorful food. It's new for me, and so I really love it. I will not forget this. Thank you for hanging out with us for another little adventure through the food, not just focusing only on the food, but the whole enjoyment of the experience being here in Istanbul. I hope you are having a great day today. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you're looking forward to another adventure, maybe later today. Give me a few hours first. See you next time. It's always fun to sit and eat a meal right in the middle of a market. People carrying an amazing array of stuff, people driving right next to them, maybe some animals pulling carts, and then tourists walking in and out and around, everything going together down the same hand-laid cobblestones. And I have shade, I have these beautiful vines around. This is a perfect spot to sit and enjoy a few moments.